I'm live. I'm live, I hope. Now can I hear it? Hello? Hello? I'm going to struggle. I'm going to trouble. I could have so much trouble today. I'm struggling trying to learn the Uzbekistan names and it's stressing me out. I also have tests. I'm so glad there's only one stream tonight. There should be only one stream tonight, which should be helpful. Does this sound good? Does this sound good? Kusanov to Abdulev. Oh no, there's an echo now. Great. How does this sound? Oh. Hello? Why is it lagging? Hello? Okay. Hello? Hello? Why does that sound good? That actually sounded pretty good. How did that sound? This is not going to be a fun stream. I'm already telling you this now, but... And Majika clears it. Here is the keeper, Yusupov. Picking up the ball. What is going on? Bro, I've already started the stream off terribly. I'm so upset. I really just wanna, like, I really need something to, like, calm down with. Ball cleared by Yusupov. Headed away by Lukumi. Headed back by I've got no idea about these Uzbekistani players. Faizulev, I think. I forget how to pronounce any of these names. These Uzbekistani names are impossible. I'm so upset. It's impossible. It's not possible. It's literally as impossible as ever to get one of these names right, except for Kusanov, to be fair. Faizulev, ball comes in, headed away by I think that's David Sanchez. What is So I have no idea what's going on. Sanchez to Peretta, Munoz to Lerma to Lukumi, Lukumi to Sanchez to James Rodriguez, back to Lukumi to Sanchez. Peretta over the top by Lerma. Can Munoz get there? No, he can't. SofaScore, can you not SofaScore, YouTube, can you please work with me? I'm crashing out. Like, I'm trying my best. Here is Lukumi. To Munoz. Here is James. Or Poretta, I guess that actually is. Headed away by Karimov. I hope no Uzbekistan players ever touch the ball, and Colombia wins 9-0 just because. Mojica to Luis Diaz, and the reason I hope that is because I hate these Uzbekistani names. They're impossible to pronounce. Kusanov, the one player I can actually pronounce because I watch English, the Premier League. It commits a foul. Like the one player I allow to touch the ball. If anyone else touches the ball, I am going to be mad. James over it, who has had one of the best World Cups ever in the 2014 World Cup, where they made the quarterfinals. Luis Diaz and James Rodriguez over it. Keeper leaving the goal way too open here for James Rodriguez and Luis Diaz. Oh, that's not Luis Diaz. Who's that? Arias. James cross comes in, punched away by Yusupov, and cleared by Shukurov, and chased down by Munoz. And my YouTube is somehow deciding why not be annoying. I need to keep an eye on that. To keeper. Vargas to Lukumi. I don't know what to do with this. This YouTube is so annoying. I literally am having technical difficulties everywhere. Munoz. I am gonna cry at this point. Literally, something has to go right here. Lukumi to Sanchez. I've literally had the hardest time making this stream, and then the pronunciations for Uzbekistani players are as bad as ever, and it's not even loading this time. I can't even get the pronunciations anymore if I have to use my stream on my phone. Honestly, this is a big mess. Lukumi clears. Here is Munoz, I think. I hope, because that'd be really embarrassing if I got that wrong. Here is, I think that's Abdullah Jika, and he fouls Faizulev. I'm gonna test something. Ad is running fine. Why is I'm watching an not a good sign? I hope the stream didn't get messed up by that. Cross comes in, it's blocked. Headed away by Majika, and so the stream should be fine if the video goes well. Yeah, I'm so lost. It's played in. Here is. I'm still learning players. Shukurov. 5 is Ashurmurtov. Ashurmurtov. I don't remember. Kusanov. Here is Abdulev. Abdulev to Karimov. Karimov to Mozgovoy. Here is Nazrulev, and it's intercepted by Lerma to Sanchez, cleared away by Vargas. And it's going to go all the way to the other keeper, Yusupov. From one keeper to another, to Kusanov and Shukurov. Ashmatov. Ashmatov. Here's Sanchez. Lerma. Lukumi to Sanchez to Lerma. Lerma going over the top looking for Luis Diaz. Diaz, and it goes out for a throw in for Uzbekistan. And there is the FIFA president, Gianni Infantino. Kusinov to take the throw in. Majika clears it. Can Suarez get there? No. It's a throw in for, or goal kick for Uzbekistan. I don't like these names. I can't believe I fixed the mic issues literally by just like getting rid of the mic and re-adding it. I don't know how that worked, but it did. Here is Karimov to Mozgovoy to Abdulev. And I have no idea. Filo. These names are mean. Karimov. It's a foul against Uzbekistan. Abdulev, I think. It is Abdulov. Abdulev. I'm just gonna say Abdulev. Here is James to Majika to Luis Diaz. I'm not gonna get any of these names perfect. I'm sorry. James to Sanchez to Munoz to Puerta. James Rodriguez. Majika. Majika cross comes in. Here's James at the edge of the box, cleared away by Abdulev. Shomurodov. 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 I don't know. I don't like these names. James to Lerma. I've not had a good stream so far. Luis Diaz. And given away to Filov. Tries to play it through, and here's Lerma for Colombia. Back to Sanchez. To Munoz. To James. To Lerma. Majika. To Arias. To James. No, that is Puerta. To Arias. Here's Lerma. James. Playing it down to the right. Here is Munoz. He's offside. Here is Lerma. And is that really a foul? Really that? That looked fine to me. James to Luis Diaz. It's headed away by Karimov. Will they be able to keep it in? No, they won't. I'm so done with these names. And we're only 15 minutes in. Majika to Diaz. And there is Urunov. Here is Faizulaev. Trying to find Shumurudov. Shumurudov. I think it's Shomurudov. Shomurudov. Sounds like you're saying "Show me Rudolph." Sanchez. There's Lakumi. Arias. To Lakumi. It's a good save from the keeper, Yusupov. But I'm I'm struggling. I don't like this these names. I don't know. I'm gonna get through more of this Ashmuratov. I just can't wait for subs. It's gonna be even worse than Nazrulayev. Here is Suarez, James to Arias. Going back, finds Lerma. Lerma trying to play it in for James, but it doesn't make it. Shumarov, Arias. Yusupov's goal kick goes away. Sanchez, Shukurov, and I'm never gonna do well here. Or I guess I'm tempted to just end the stream now. Lakumi. James. Arias. Cross comes in. Can they get a shot? They can't because it goes out for a corner. I just had a scary thought. I'm going to go check and make sure that's not true. Oh, thank goodness. I was thinking Uzbekistan were gonna play late. Oh, they still could play late again. 6:30 is. I'm okay with that. I can deal with that. Lakumi. Here is Puerta. Majika to Lakumi to Sanchez. Sanchez to Munoz. James to Sanchez to Lakumi to Puerta. Or that's James. This is James. Lerma. Or that's okay. That's Arias. Munoz. James to Puerta to Lakumi to Sanchez. Moon, Arias to James to Arias, and it rolls through everyone to the keeper Yusupov. Nazar live, I think. It looks like him. Here's Shukurov to Nazar live, back to Ashmer Matov, to Shukurov, to Mozgovoy, to Shukurov, to Kusanov, to Mozgovoy. Oh, what happened here? Bro. Abdullah to Mozgovoy. To Karimov. Faizulayev. Can you get it back to him from Karimov? And it goes all the way to the keeper, Vargas. They tried the give and go, but it didn't work. Sanchez, or that might be Lukumi. Here's Arias. To Munoz. Munoz to Lukumi. Lukumi to James. To Lukumi to Lerma. To Lukumi. Here is Majika. Really cross. Arias. Here's James. James Rodriguez. Lukumi. James. Cross coming in for Puerta. That's way over. Hydration break should be any time now. And I need the break. Not only for water, but in the player's health. But I'm tired of these Uzbekistani names already. I really need a break. Halftime cannot come fast enough. Here's Carry Bob. Irma gets fouled. Some players I'm learning their numbers pretty well. Some of them I'm still stuck on their names. I'm getting there. I can kind of get their positions by now. Okay, here's our hydration break. Back from the hydration break, and it's way too hot in my room, so I'm taking off my. And the names aren't really helping. I don't know when I muted the mic again. Bro, I'm. There is no upsides to today. I swear. This stream is going so badly. You can't even imagine. Sanchez. Ashmore top. Ah, my ears are bleeding. One problem after another. This could be getting really badly. Sanchez. James Rodriguez. Or this is Puerta. I can't tell anymore. Luis Diaz. I was about to end stream a long time ago. Lerma to Sanchez to Lukumi. To Puerta. Majika. Puerta to Diaz. Diaz given away. Here is Uzbekistan. Here is Shukurov and Uranov to Nazrulayev. Nazrulayev looking for Shumurudov, or whatever, or something like that. He chips it, and there's something wrong here. Okay, I have to do something real quick. Next time it gets hot, I'm just gonna turn on a fan. No, I hope that really doesn't mess with the mic. Akumi. I'm getting itchy now. But I can't catch a break. Headed away by Kusanov. Foul against Colombia, Puerta. So Yusupov will take the free kick for Uzbekistan. It's a bullet of a ball straight to Nazarlayev. Cleared away by Munoz. Puerta to Lerma. Lerma with a lot of space in midfield. To Lukumi. Here is Luis Diaz. Thomas to... And it's given away. Karimov has won it back, and he's slipped in Shumrudov. Can he get the shot off Sanchez, or no, that's Lukumi is able to get a touch here. Munoz, and there's a tackle there, and that's a free kick for Colombia. Arias. Sanchez. Munoz. He wanted to whip it across, but doesn't do it. Lerma. Sanchez switches it to Luis Diaz, but it's going to be cleared by Kusanov. Here's Shumirodov. Can the Faizulaev get there? But Majika does. And it goes back to the keeper, Vargas. And here is Sanchez. Davinson Sanchez. Puerta. To James Rodriguez. James plays it to Arias, who has a lot of creating space. Tries to find Luis Diaz in behind. He shoots, and it goes off the post and cleared by Abdullayev. Here is their... That might have been a Muratov. Ashmuratov? Ashur Mutov. Ashur. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Scuff shot. That would have actually... If that went in, or if that was just even slightly better, I think that goes in. Who knows? Cleared, and here is Lukumi. Sanchez. Lerma. Out for throwing. Luis Diaz. Can he get there? Ooh. And three or four players go down. Not four. Not two players and two cameramen are down. Kusanov fouls Luis Diaz and also fouls the cameraman. Abdukordier Kusanov. I don't think that's how you say it. I really don't care. It's Kusanov in my opinion. And he gets tackled. That's pretty bad. So let's see what happens. Bro, Neymar rolled though, and the cameraman is still hurt. You can't make this up. James over it. James crosses it in. And Lerma fouls for on a header. Keeper will win Uzbekistan a free kick. They have not looked good at all. Luis Diaz was so close, the former Liverpool and current Bayern Munich player. How does this sound? Oh, I sound really quiet. Does this sound better? I can't tell. I really can't tell if it's any different, honestly. I don't see a way Colombia doesn't win this. Ashur Ashur Matov. Okay, his Lakumi. Sanchez. Sanchez to Lakumi. Colombia fans going crazy right now with the momentum. James to Lerma to Sanchez. Porta to Lerma. Porta. Finding Arias. Going back to Lukumi. Kumi to Sanchez. Munoz, I think. That might be James. I think it's James. It's hard to tell, though. Lerma. Sanchez to Majica. Majica to Lukumi. To Sanchez. To Munoz. To Sanchez. To Lukumi. Lerma. To Majica. To Luis Diaz. Diaz lays it off, and it's deflected, and here is a clearance from Kusanov to Faizulayev. Shumarov. Here is Sanchez. Arias. Here's James. And it's cleared by Ashimurov. Ashimatov. I don't really care anymore. And it's fouled by Lukumi on Uzbekistan. Pulls his shirt. Murudov. Abdulayev. And it's out of play for a goal kick. To Majica, to Lerma. Lerma to Sanchez. Sanchez driving with the ball, finds James Rodriguez. Goes back to Sanchez, to Lukumi, to Luis Diaz. Dribbles back to Sanchez. Colombia really should be winning this. They have been good all half. Here's Lukumi to Majica, to Arias. I can almost guarantee that's going to Munoz, and it is. To James, to Lerma, to Munoz, to Sanchez, to Lerma, to Luis Diaz. And shot by James. It's blocked. I couldn't get to see who blocked it. Majica. If Colombia doesn't score, I'm going to be so mad. Luis Diaz plays it in. What a shot by Munoz. What a crossing shot. It's Colombia 1-0 up against Uzbekistan. And they go top of the group because Portugal and DR Congo tied their opening match in Houston. So this one in the Estadio Azteca or Mexico City, this puts Colombia at the top of the group with not much worry, as Portugal looked awful today. Luis Diaz with an amazing cross. Like right as I was talking, the about how Colombia should be scoring a goal, and I'm gonna be so mad if they don't. They're playing. They finally put it in the back of the net, and Munoz, the right back, who's been probably their best player all game, did something so crazy with that upper boot shot. He's onside, I think. It looks fine to me. And yeah, it's just a great shot. Like tip of his toes and over the keeper's head. No chance for Yusupov. 1-0 for Colombia. And only about 5 minutes and a half to go. Feeling a little congested today. I hope I'm not getting sick. Right before Mexico, Korea tomorrow. Here is oh my Ashmatov. Shormatov. Here is Abdullayev to Kusanov. And he loses that to Suarez, but there's throwing for Uzbekistan. And Colombia complained, but I don't see what they're complaining about. Throwing in towards Fazulaev. And it's a throw in for Colombia. Majika to Lukumi to Sanchez to Vargas. Lukumi. I just had an interesting thought come to mind. I have to research that at halftime. Ow! Abdullayev, I just felt some pain in my ankle. I lifted my leg or my foot. Hashmatov laid back by Mozgovoy. Here is Abdullayev. Karimov. Kusanov. Yusupov. Ashmatov. Sanchez. Vargas. Tilakumi. Majika. Arias. Diaz. Arias. Puerta. Sanchez. And it skips a couple, but it is caught by Yusupov. And we have 5 more minutes until halftime. Ow. Wait, what? I thought that said 5. Apparently it said 6. That's even worse. That shot is so weird. It doesn't even, I don't even think that's supposed to be a shot. So SofaScore is confused because they've said 5 minutes. Vazilav, here is Majik Sanchez putting it out for a corner for Uzbekistan. Colombia's Munoz is onside by about an elbow. About an elbow. Seriously, like literally, like his elbow is like 1%. Is like the only his elbow being even just slightly back is what's keeping him on side here. Corner comes in by Fazulayev. Header. Here is Karimov and Luis Diaz. Does he get fouled? He will be. And it's a foul by Uzbekistan. As Colombia try to counter. Sorry. James goes back to Majika, to Lukumi, to Sanchez, to Vargas. Going along towards Luis Diaz, headed away by Karimov. Tim Ream is going to be on James Corden tonight. Or the FIFA World Cup after hours, whatever that is. 12 a.m. ET, I guess is what that is. Here's Lukumi to Arias. Arias to Majika. Majika back to Lukumi. To Sanchez. Suarez. And Munoz. Puerta. Lerma. Puerta. Cross comes in. Or is that going to the other side of the box? It is. Luis Diaz. Past one. Past two. Here is James Rodriguez. Here is Lerma. Or Arias. Luis Diaz. And his cross is blocked and out for a corner for Colombia. Cross comes in by, I think that's Arias. What was that? That could have been a goal. A shot, and it's blocked. About a minute more of this. Sanchez. To, I think that's James. That might be Puerta. It's Puerta. Lukumi. To James. James Rodriguez. To Lerma. To Majika. Majika to Luis Diaz. Uzbekistan wins the throw-in. Quick by Karimov. To Mozgovoy. Here's Abulayev to Ashmatov to Nasrullayev. Here is Abulayev and Shukurov to Kusanov to Abulayev. And it's what a ball that would have been, but it stayed for Nasrullayev. Shukurov. Halftime. See you in the second half. So we're back. Okay, now I can hear myself. Or maybe we're not. I'm a little confused. Like, have the second half started around? By the way, there's been 2 subs. Uh, so how to pronounce Saifiev, Saifiev. And then there's Kamdamov, 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 Kamdamov. I don't know their numbers. Saifiev, Kamdamov. Cleared away, headed by Porta Lerma. Sanchez clears. This is good. This is the hardest part of the game. The second half for Uzbekistan subs on 2 players. I thought I was gonna have a while before this was gonna start bothering me again. Here is Abulaev. And I'm confused again. Shukurov and Mozgovoy passes it around. Here is Abulaev. And one back for Colombia. Can Suarez get there? Kusanov cuts it out. Can Suarez get back to the ball? No, he can't. It's cleared away by Abulaev. Lukumi, and then bro, I feel like I'm actually about to throw up. Something just like happened. Majika goes back to Sanchez. Lukumi. Or this is Sanchez. That's Lukumi off the ball from I don't even know who 19 is anymore. Who on earth is 19? I don't know what I'm seeing. That's confusing me, but something's not right. Here. Saifayev. Here is Puerta. Puerta, does he cross it? He goes back. James Rodriguez. Lerma. So confused. Ashmurtov. Why couldn't they sub him off? I can't get his name right at all. Please sub him off. And keep Kusanov off all 90 minutes. Or on, all 90 minutes. I mean, specifically on. Faizulayev. Can they ever show us the subs so I know their numbers? Who is 4? 4 is one of the players. Faizulayev. Faizulayev. Corner for Uzbekistan. I swear that is not right. Uzbekistan starting the second half a lot better than Colombia are. Can't even lie about that. Maybe it's the subs. Last team to win their FIFA World Cup debut is only in 2002 in Senegal. This is our last chance for that record to be broken because all the debutants have played. Cross comes in, and it just goes past everyone. Goal kick for Colombia. This is going to be a game in the second half. I do not want to see Uzbekistan touching the ball a lot. Because that could be a pen. That could be a pen against Porta. Here is Munoz clearing. Here is Shukurov. And then James gets a touch. And Lerma, or Arias actually. Here is Luis Diaz with an overlapping run coming. Tries to shoot, I think. Cleared. and Lukumi to Lerma, James, Luis Diaz. Uzbekistan are able to keep it. I need help knowing what these names are. Cleared away by Yusupov all the way to the keeper, Vargas. Lukumi to Puerta, Lerma, Puerta to Suarez. Suarez going to Majika. Majika is tackled by Karimov. Karimov switching to, and it's cleared by Sanchez. Kamdamov, I think. Ashmatov, and here's Faizulayev or something. Faizulayev. Ball comes to Cam. There's two players getting off each other. Cross comes in, headed away by Sanchez. And then Kamdamov. Okay. Saifiev. I still don't know what his number is, though. Or even where he is. I haven't seen him once. I don't think. Is he 17? He's 17. Okay. Yeah. 4 is Kamdamov, I think. Sanchez. Puerta to Lerma. Are they ever going to pull up the sub things just so I can have some confirmation? Puerta. James Rodriguez. To Majika. Cross comes in. And trouble in the box as it's cleared by Ashmatov. Karimov. Shukurov. Kusanov. Karimov. Kamdamov. Goes past all of them. Munoz. Sanchez clears. Sanchez. Vargas. Ashmatov to Kusanov. To Shukurov. To Ashmatov. And here is James Rodriguez. Here's Saifiev. Saifiev to, I don't remember names. Shomarudov. Okay, I think I got it. Shomarudov. Here is Kamdamov to, I don't remember names at all. Muscovoy to Shukurudov to Kamdamov to Mozgovoy. And here is Puerta. Puerta to, then Suarez goes back to Majika. Majika to Diaz. James to Arias. James. Majika back to Sanchez. And there is a handball, I think, against Puerta. Or maybe it's against Lerma. I don't know. Kusanov. Shukurov. Ashmuratov. Yusupov. Or Vargas. Lukumi. Lukumi to Sanchez. Lerma. Arias. Munoz. Sanchez. Lerma. Lerma. To Majika. Diaz. Can Majika get there? He can. Backheel from James. That was Puerta. James cleared away by Kamdamov. It's still in the box. Cleared away by Mozgovoy. Foot race by and Lukumi will win it. And Yusupov or Vargas. I'm sorry, I'm still used to the size of the first half. Here is Sanchez to the keeper. Vargas. Lukumi to who is 19? This is bothering me. Arias. I keep seeing 19. Is something like messing with my brain? 14. I guess it's Puerta. James. Puerta. Can Puerta get a tackle there? And he can. Wait, is that kept him off? Okay. There's a problem here. For Safiev or whatever. Safiev. For Safiev, 17 is Kamdamov. Here is Karimov. Mozgovoy. Kusanov. Avdalov. Sanchez. Vargas. Goes long. And all the way to the other keeper, Yusupov. And there is Abdullayev, Shukurov, or that was Mozgovoy. Ashmartov. And pass back. Okay. Cross. Shot. What a sick. I'm a little confused. Fiziev has, or no, Fizulev has equalized, and I don't know if it's going to count or not. And I'm trying to figure out his name for sure, but it's a goal for Uzbekistan. It's 1-1. I think that was such a weird play. I'm still trying to figure out the subs from halftime, and it's been 15 minutes. But Fizulev has scored off a rebound of the ball going past the keeper. That is like what Uzbekistan's first shot of the game in the 60th minute. Fizulaev with the equalizer. Here's a good ball played, and it's a header. Fizulaev playing in behind Shumer or 17, which is Kamadov. The shot from who's 14? I'm looking just to see. Okay, so I think that's Safia. No, Safia is 4. Safiev is 4. So who's and 17 is Kamnamov. Kamnamov with the shot there. 14 would be Shomurodov with the cross, and Uzbekistan equalized in this group where there's been a lot of crazy things happening. It's 1-1. And if Uzbekistan can get a win off DR Congo or a point off Portugal, that might be just enough, or even a win here, that might just be enough to get them to the knockouts. Long clear. Long clear. Munoz header. Foul. Here is Shukurov, Shum or Kamadov, Kamdamov. I'm trying here. Sanchez. Oh, I can't wait for more subs to happen too. Lukumi to Lerma. Suarez to James. Arias. Can Majika shoot? Luis Diaz. Arias. What a block that was. Cleared away. Here is Lerma. Wide. High and wide. Goal kick for Uzbekistan. Lot of playing here. Abdulov and Kusanov with 2 really great blocks here. Here's a corner somehow. I don't agree with that. James to take the corner. James Rodriguez. Ball comes in. Headed away by Ashmurtov. Ashmurtov. I don't care anymore. It's a goal kick for Colombia. Vargas to take the goal kick for Colombia. This game really needs to end. Headed away by Munoz. And a throw in for Uzbekistan. That's so good. So soothing. Puerta, a lot of men for Colombia. Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz! Shot. It goes in. Goal, Colombia! 2-1 against Uzbekistan off the goalkeeper's hands, and they are back in front only after 4 minutes of being level. Luis Diaz, the Bayern Munich winger, takes the lead. The player who has an assist. That might be the best player now, but I don't think so. He's been invisible for other reasons. But Colombia is first place in the group now, with Portugal and Congo tied for second and third. Now Uzbekistan for fourth. This could be Colombia's group. Colombia has been dominating all match. They have not let much through, but they let one goal in off like one shot, and now they're like, no, no, no more. Now we're gonna start scoring goals again. We scored one just because we were not gonna be mean to you, but now we're gonna be mean to you. What an assist by Puerta. This is like really good from Colombia to win the ball back in midfield and then play it to Diaz. And what a shot. 2-1 for Colombia. Colombians celebrating everywhere. And we are underway. Cleared. Shomadov. Nope, but Sanchez will clear it. Head away. Here's Lerma. Majika. To Arias. Sanchez. Ukumi. Lerma. Lerma to Puerta, the player who assisted the goal who has Colombia in front. Lerma to Sanchez. James Rodriguez. Lerma to to Puerta. Puerta putting Munoz the goal scorer, the first goal scorer, in behind, but it's cleared away and out for a throw in for Colombia. Munoz to take the long throw in. Munoz heads it in. Wow, what a header. Keeper has to dive for that. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. And it is a great save from Yusupov. And he is hurt. Cramping. Bro, your weather is hotter than the ones in Mexico, so like come on. Oh, hydration break. And they're back with about 20 minutes to go in the last game of the night of the round, or the first round of the group stage. Campas. Campas on for James Rodriguez. Chill. I don't know what just happened there. I don't know why you saw that. Yusupov. Here is Ashmatov to Abdulev. Kusanov. Kusanov plays it over the top, caught by the keeper, Vargas. Sanchez. Back to the keeper, Vargas. Shukurov. Ashmatov. Lukumi goes back to the keeper, Vargas. Cleared, and Uzbekistan might be in front, or Colombia might be in front of goal here. Diaz. The cross from Campas, I think. 21 is Campas, right? Looks like it. His shot gets deflected and goes out for a corner for Colombia. What a header by Suarez. I think they said offside. Supov, header, and Campas has it. Cleared. Sanchez, I don't know what just happened there at all. Lukumi and Majika clears. Looking for Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz is fouled by Kusanov. This has been a much better half. So much more entertaining. Campas. Cross comes in. Header, or not even a header. It goes over everyone. Into the 76th minute. Got some time to go. Some players cramping. Or is he actually hurt? Can't believe Anthony Taylor is our referee. How did he even get here? He's been terrible every year in the Premier League. He's not worthy of a World Cup spot. I have some bad news. Uzbekistan are bringing on 2 players. Yes! The one player I don't know how to say is coming off. I have no idea. 26 is in at center back. Urozov. Urozov. Omora, Omonov. And Diaz with a lot of space here. Uses pace. Can he get it to a Colombia player? It goes over everyone, but can they keep it in? Munoz can't. And Uzbekistan will get the ball. Faizullayev and Ashimurov comes off. I feel bad he got injured, but I'm so happy he got subbed off. The 2 subs connecting. Amanov with the header off of the Uzarov header. And now Colombia have 2 subs coming. Sanchez to Vargas. I guess, and header back by Uzarov. Yusupov to Kusanov, I think. No, that's Karimov. Here is Uruzov looking forward, and Sanchez cuts it out. Munoz, Lerma, De Puerta, Suarez, and their number 14. Please tell me I didn't completely forget. Saifye? Saif? 14. Shomurodov. Can they sub him off next? He's the next hardest name. Suarez and Puerta come off. What a night for Puerta. That might be a World Cup debut too. Good for him. Was really good today. Hernandez and Rios. Hernandez, Rios. Uruzov, Amanov, Saif. Oh, hi. Hi, Beckham. There's Munoz going back to the keeper. Cleared away by Vargas, the keeper. They clear. Uzbekistan trying to get into the boxes. That's surely a foul, right? Shomurodov. I hate these Uzbekistan players' names, by the way. It's hackled. How's your night, Beckham? So, Campos gets tackled here. And that is clearly a foul. And Anthony Taylor does call it. For those who don't know, he is our referee. Lukumi. Hernandez loses the ball. Hernandez gets it back, and here is Rios. Rios still going to Munoz to Rios. Lerma, Majika, Shoots and way over the bar and wide. Now we're into the 82nd minute of the game. Colombia need to defend here, I think. To be fair, what has Uzbekistan done all game? They have like 4 spikes in total in the match momentum. They have 37% possession compared to Colombia's 55, and there's 8 in contest though. So like, to me, that's like 59% Colombia and like 40. The rest of it is Uzbekistan. 41% Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan have committed 14 fouls. And there is, I forgot one of the names. Uruzov and Karimov. Shukurov to Uruzov. Off Campas and out for a throw-in. Here is Saifia or Sai. I don't remember anymore. Saiv. Uruzov to take the long throw. I'm surprised they're not like chucking this into the box. Oh, they are. They are going to chuck it into the box. They're surely. Hi to the people in chat. Oh, no, I know one of them's Beckham. I don't know who the other one is, though. I'm sorry. Can you hear me? Ball comes in for Shukrov, and it's out for a goal kick for Colombia. With 6 more minutes to go, they have to probably defend this out. Lukumi in possession just clears this, and Abulaev will get there. Kusanov, the Man City defender, clears it. That's not a good clear. Lerma. That might be Arias, actually. Arias to Campos. Campos to Lerma. Majika to Luis Diaz. Campos off of a player on Uzbekistan and out for a corner for Colombia. I assume they will take this seriously, because it's a little early for them to start like holding it in the corner and not like think that they need to like sit everyone back. Like, this is worth the risk if you can get a third goal here. So the corner, I think this is coming in by Campos. Might be Arias though. I can barely tell the difference. Their numbers are really close and they look very similar. Corner comes in. It's Arias. The header away. And can Shukrov get there? No, he can't. Arias. Shot by Sanchez. And it's wide. That was Lerma. And it's a goal kick for Uzbekistan. And they're going to start a counterattack quickly. Munoz will put the ball there to Lerma. And Colombia back in possession. Lerma. And here is Luis Diaz. He was supposed to become a Tottenham player at once, but then he denied us and went to Liverpool. Campos. Can't pause, can't pause. Just wide. And here is their number 4, which is Saifia. And Kamedov tries to get the ball in the box, but he can't. It's cleared. Kusanov, the Man City defender, the ball. Vlav. And the ball comes to Munoz. Munoz. And Sanchez. Forced to go back to Vargas. Kusanov. Karimov. Mozgovoy. And Saifia. And here is... That is actually... Or that is Kamov. I'm still trying to learn some of these players, and the ball is shot and blocked out for a corner for Uzbekistan with about 3 minutes to go before we are in stoppage time. Uzbekistan probably sending almost everyone up here. They're all sitting in the 6-yard box. So Uzbekistan will take the corner. Comes in. No one's there, and two Uzbekistani players they collide, and Colombia wants to take this goal kick quickly for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. I just realized the player who's at striker for Colombia, it's Cucho Hernandez. How have I not noticed that till now? It's Vargas taking the goal kick for Colombia, by the way. Ball goes back to the keeper, Yusupov. By the way, Cucho Hernandez, if you don't know, he plays for Columbus Crew, or he played for Columbus Crew, and now he plays for Real Betis, one of the biggest sells in MLS history. And Eurozov to Karimov. Seconds to go before stoppage time. Here is Eurozov and Saifia and Amananov. Oh my, why is it doing that? Shot because of this stupid thing. Whoa. Why did you do that? And the shot from Mozgovoy, I think it's deflected. They're showing the ref cam. Let's see. That is weird. It looks like it's deflected, but it's not. Yeah, it's very clearly not. We should be knowing stoppage time any second now. Header, and then there's 19. That's probably Cucho Hernandez. 8 minutes of stoppage time. Uzbekistan still have time to get an equalizer here. Header. Nope, not a header at all. Quick from the goalkeeper Yusupov to Ashmatov, or Eurozov actually. They say no, you have to restart it. Go, and it goes quick to Abuldev. And here is Shukurov. Shukurov, looking forward, finds their strike, their current. I don't know actually who that was. Amanov. Amanov goes back to Shukurov. Shukurov to Abdulev and Eurozov. Eurozov plays it to Saifia. The cross comes in. Header gets to Uzbekistan. The shot, it's a header and it's saved. The keeper bobbles it, but Vargas is able to do enough there to get it away. Rios for Colombia. And here's a counterattack for Compas and it goes out of play. I assume two Colombia players will be coming in to defend. And oh no, there's an Uzbekistan player coming in. I've had trouble with their names all day. Luis Diaz and Arias subbed off by Colombia for Gomez and Castano. They are in 26 and 5. 26 is Gomez, 5 is Castano. 5 is Castano, 26 is Gomez. Okay, I think I got it. And now the last sub, I think that's. Yeah, it's Shumarov coming off for Sergeev. Sergeev. Sergeev is, I don't know. I didn't look at the number. Well, at least I know he's a striker. Kusanov to Abalave. I don't know. That's not how you say that at all. Shukurov. Abalav or Abdullah. I'm sorry. I completely forgot names. Moscovoy. Cross comes in. It's way too far for anyone to get it. And it's a goal kick for Colombia and Vargas to take it. 5 minutes to go for Uzbekistan. Can they get an equalizer? Or can Colombia see this out as a 2-1 win? Both teams have now used 5 subs each. Vargas. Who's Kusanov? Cleared away by 7. Shukurov. And that is Amanov. Saifiev. Saifiev. Okay, here is their number 19. I don't know exactly who that is. Oh, that's Cucho Hernandez. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trolling with that name all day. And I think they've won a throw in Colombia. Because I was trying to figure out names. I didn't get to see exactly. Munoz. Back to Sanchez, former Tottenham player. Can he help see this out for Colombia? Back to the keeper, Vargas. Sanchez. Clearing this long towards Sucho Hernandez. Headed by Urozov. And then there's Yusupov to Urozov. To Kusanov. A lot of space to drive into, looking, and just slays it off to Shukurov. And goes back from Saifia to Shukurov. Shukurov to or over the top play. Majika plays it away. Header, and that was by Shukurov. And 18. Abulov, Abdulov, and Urozov playing it long to Karimov and one of their subs. I think it's Kamdamov. And they're playing around. And here is Shukurov. Shukurov to Mozgovoy. And it's a free kick after he gets fouled by Munoz, the right back for Colombia, who scored the first goal for Colombia. To be fair, Luis Diaz, the guy who scored the second goal for Colombia, has been subbed off. So there's a free kick for Uzbekistan. Shukurov, but it comes in from a Kamadov. And it goes over everyone. We have about a minute to go, and Colombia will take their time on this goal kick if I'm not wrong. Is there a fight here? Kusanov backs away before it turns into a fight. It looked like he really wanted to shove him, so that's smart from Kusanov. Yeah, Vargas is taking his time. Cleared. Header and Lerma. Majika. Well, that could have killed him. That was so unlucky. Can they clear? Lukumi clears. Colombia. Will Chucho get to this? Or Cucho? Cucho gets fouled by. Or apparently he doesn't get fouled by Armazov, and he gets back to it. He's gonna hold this in the corner. He's gonna cross it. Header. Goal. Colombia. Campos. 3-1. That seals the deal for Colombia. And they are now top of group. What is it? A B C D F G H L or Group K. I had to go through the alphabet to figure out what's before L. I can't believe that. Colombia takes the lead. They take the lead. They've been in the lead. They are up to 3-1 now. They have the lead in the group going into match day 2, where they will be playing DR Congo, and if they can win that, and if Portugal and Uzbekistan draw, or it goes for like Uzbekistan, that is very helpful for Colombia. That's pretty much you're through to the knockouts, and you're pretty much through to the knockouts anyway. After this result, like unless something goes really badly, you're like almost guaranteed through. It's a great header from Campos off the cross from former Columbus Crew player Cucho Hernandez, and it's 3-1, and this should be it at any second. And we should be back underway any second. As soon as the Colombia players finish passing the halfway line, and they have, and we are underway. Uzbekistan driving forward with a million players. What are they doing? This is awful. Saifia and cleared. And long throw and incoming. Or not. That was so anticlimactic. Amanov blocked. Here is a shot from Karimov. Oh, it hits the crossbar. And we're still in play. And cleared. Back. Sanchez, this is a lot of chaos. This is too much chaos for me. Safe, it's cleared. And it's a throw in for Uzbekistan. We're in the 100th minute now. What a shot that was from Karimov and blocked. Final. As Colombia takes control of Group K by Luis Diaz goal and assist, Muno scoring, and Campos, the substitute, with a goal. That is a 3-1 win for Colombia against Uzbekistan, putting them atop of Group K over Portugal and DR Congo, and obviously Uzbekistan. Thanks for watching my stream, and goodbye.